Hi everyone, this is a short demo of how I imagine us using Diigo to highlight and bookmark and share comments with each other with our Diigo group. Again, Diigo is a social bookmarking tool where you can find web resources and bookmark and save them in a library that's your own library and then share them with groups like ours. So I've added a link to our course just under the Diigo group link at the top in the top section called Diigo Toolbars. First thing you'll have to do is figure out which Diigo toolbar you need to use for the browser that you prefer and install that in your browser. Then once you've done that, then this tutorial should make some sense. Hopefully. So what I'm going to use as a demo is by tonight I asked you to, down here in week 1, I asked you to read syllabus and share one highlight with comment and question in Diigo. So some of you have done that activity in different ways, which is great. I didn't give you a whole lot of direction. That was partly on purpose. So what I'm going to do is show you what I was imagining with this, and hopefully that'll explain some of, one, how we're going to use Diigo going forward, and two, how I'm imagining Diigo being effective for us. First thing we would do here is you go to your preferred browser, and I'm going to do this exercise in Firefox, but the principles will all be the same for other browsers. You'll notice in Firefox I have the Diigo toolbar here, which looks a little different than, for example, the Diigo web highlighter in Google Chrome. Looks like this. And then in Safari you have a Diigo-let, which is in your bookmark toolbar, the bookmark bar there. If you click on that, it does the same sort of thing as the web highlighter in Chrome. And in Internet Explorer you can use the Diigo toolbar like that, which is in Firefox. So anyway, they all kind of work the same. And if you have any questions about the particular browser and which one you want to use, by all means let me know. So the way I imagine this first syllabus assignment going is that you would set up your Diigo account, which looks like most of you have, and you've been entered into our group. Once you've done that, and then you install whichever toolbar is appropriate for your browser, and then you come to our Moodle site and you click on the syllabus link, which will open up another window with our syllabus in it. And then what I imagined us all doing here is with Diigo we can write on this page, we can highlight text and add a sticky note to that that will then get shared with our group, right? So let's say I'm reading the syllabus and I think familiarity with library is one of the things I'm really excited about in this course. So I would highlight familiarity with library in my browser, and then I would click on my Diigo toolbar or on the Diigo-let or whatever tools you're using, click the highlight option. When you click that, it highlights the text, right? And then if I put my cursor over that text, then I get a little box here with a little pencil on it. See that? And if I put my cursor right over that little box, I get the option to add a sticky note. I can also change the color of my highlighting, whatever, but adding a sticky note to this highlight attaches a comment and or question or some sort of text to the very location of this highlight, and then will show up in our group library. So I highlighted, then I cursored over the highlight, clicked on the little pencil, and then clicked add sticky note, and then I get this box for adding a sticky note, and I could say I am quite a fan of libraries and will love learning more about how to use them. Something like that. The key point here, the absolutely key point, if I do nothing else and I click post, that's great. I've created a highlight and sticky note, but only for myself. It is not then shared with our group. You notice this private word here. If you leave that private, it only saves for you. So we have to choose our course group out of this drop-down box here before we post the sticky note. So I choose I Love Tools course, fall 2011, and then I click post, and then that will share with our whole group. And then we can actually see each other's comments and comment on each other's comments and things like that. So let me just show you. So now, again, using whichever toolbar you choose to use, you can go to Diigo here, the little Diigo menu here, and you can go to My Groups. You'll see a little My Groups option, and then you can go down to our group. So I can just show you that this showed up in our group. And so we come over here, and you see that here's the document, right? Google Docs, our syllabus, and you'll see my highlight here, familiarity with library, and then you'll see my comment and annotation here. So now it's shared with our group, and this is in our group, so you can all see that. So that's how I'm imagining that part will go. Again, it'll look the same in other browsers using the same sort of toolbar. And if you have any questions about that, you can let me know. I'll show you one quick other thing, and then we'll do some more demos of Diigo later. But I also asked you this week to just find a web resource that, and I'll do this in a different browser just so you see what it's like. So say I'm in Chrome, and so one of our assignments for the week is down here before Sunday at noon, is to share one resource with the class via Diigo. This can be any resource, anything you find useful on the internet. And one of the most useful tools that I have found out there is a tool called the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Here it is. So what I do is I browse to that. I'm in Chrome now, right? So I'm a different browser, but I have Diigo's tools installed for Chrome. So I browse to this site, and I'll just look up, just because I want to look up somebody I like, Emmanuel Levinas. So this is doing a search on Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, and I'm a big fan of Levinas, so I actually go to the article of Levinas, and here, oh, this one's already bookmarked. Never mind. Let me say Derrida. So we'll say we go to postmodernism, right? Whatever. I mean, it could be anything. Go to postmodernism. This could be a really great entry in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, and say I want to share that with our group. I would come up here to my Diigo tool, click on that, and then I would say bookmark. I could just straight highlight and it'll automatically bookmark, but let's say I don't have any text I want to highlight. I just want to share this resource with the group. Then I just click on bookmark, and I get this box here. You'll see there's some data already populated for you. You can add a description that says why you think this is important, and this is where you might say, hey, this is why I'm sharing this, because I think this tool is really good. It's a thorough and accessible philosophy resource online. Yeah, and we can do tags here if you want, similar to tagging in Posterous. Right, so I could tag this as ILFTTE, postmodernism, philosophy. You can type your own in, so I could type in Derrida or something like this, right? Put in whatever tags you want. The key point again, just like we did on the highlight, right? We don't want it to be a private bookmark, just like we didn't want it to be a private highlight on the syllabus. We have to come down to the share to group. In some of the toolbars, you have to click on more options to see the option to share to a group. So in this box, you may see a more options link. Click on that, and then you'll get share to group. Just make sure you choose our group again, and then you can save the bookmark, and it'll save for our group. And again, I can go to my library here and show our group library and show you that I just added that. There it is, postmodernism. There's my description in there, and there's the resource shared with us. Okay, again, let me just show you. So if I was in Firefox and I wanted to do a bookmark, I would click bookmark, and look, this looks fairly similar, right? And actually, whatever text I had highlighted, it is put in this description box, which is kind of nice. But you'll notice here's the more options I mentioned. You click on more options, you'll see share to group, you'll choose share to group, and then you'll choose our group out of this list, and then say save. Okay, so anyway, that's sort of an introduction to Diigo. There's some other tutorials up there. Let me know if you have any other questions.